Palworld just dropped an insanely large update, and today we're going to talk about it. Let's get to it. Before we jump into the patch notes, I just want to give a massive thank you to GPORTAL for sponsoring this episode, but more on that in a minute. Jumping into these patch notes, they have added a new island, the island of Sakurajima. I guess that's how you pronounce that. It's not English, have no idea, but yes, massive new island. But not just that, there is a tower on the island in which you can take control of. It is protected by a new faction called the Moonflowers, and when you do so, you free the island from their control. The island also contains new pals. But that's not all. The devs of this game said, hold my beer because an island isn't nearly enough, and have also added a player versus player arena. The arena has appeared in the desiccated desert, and you can battle against other players to assert your dominance. This, of course, is multiplayer exclusive content. You won't be battling NPCs in this arena. It's to battle your friends and such. As if that wasn't enough, they have also added a new stronghold, the oil rig. They state that an oil rig controlled by the Ryan Syndicate has appeared in the ocean. Work together with your friends to defeat powerful enemies and claim valuable resources such as crude oil. With all this new content, they have also upped the level cap to 55, added new technologies, and changed the upper limit for PAL capture bonus from 10 to 12. Also, not only can you get crude oil from the oil rig stronghold, it is also a new farmable resource in which they state you can extract crude oil by unlocking and placing a new building, the crude oil extractor, in certain spots around the world. New high-tier equipment and spheres can be crafted using the new material plasteel, which can be made from crude oil. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, holy crap, that's a lot of stuff, Firespark, and sure it is, but they said that's not enough. They said we're gonna add even more. There's also a new raid boss, which is apparently the strongest dragon pal in the game. They've added new events, the meteorite event. For this, they state meteorites or supplies will fall from space sometimes. There may even be an unknown pal from outer space too, which is interesting. Wonder what that pal is. And just in case you didn't think the tower bosses were hard enough, there is now the tower boss hard mode. They state each tower boss now has hard mode, allowing you to face them in their ultimate form. They don't state anything other than that, so I don't know if you get new special resources or anything other than that, just new harder bosses to, if nothing else, at least give you bragging rights. There's also a new metal merchant in which they state a merchant who will exchange a new item, the dog coin, for rare items. Moving on to the new items, I thought some of these were very interesting. So there is the mysterious accessories box, which they state permanently increases the number of accessory slots by 1. They don't say that you can't just keep using these. I guess there'd be a limit to them at some point, but it's still nice that you can increase your accessory slots. They also added the vital remedy, the stamina remedy, might remedy, speed remedy, and burden remedy. These new remedies permanently strengthen the player's base stats. Until now, players could only increase their stats when leveling up, but now you can reach max stats with these remedies. That's pretty cool. So not only can you increase your accessory slots, you can also max out all your stats. They also mentioned adding the Ring of Freight, which increases your carry weight when equipped, and the concentrated all-purpose PAL extract, which increases a PAL's rank by 1 when used. We also got a plethora of new weapons, new NPC cosmetics, PAL cosmetic hats, and they added some new buildings. There's the cold food box, which feeds your PALs while keeping the food nice and cool, the sulfur and coal mine, the PAL disassembly conveyor, which disassembles PALs so you don't have to, the wall-mounted sign, and the refrigerated crusher. There's a new feature, which is lockpicking. You can now attempt to open locked treasure chests with the new lockpicking minigame. It requires the lockpicking tool. They have expanded the PAL box capacity to 960 PALs, up from 480. They've also increased the maximum amount of power that can be enhanced by the Liftmonk effigies from 10 to 12. They've also made some base-related updates and changes. The building system has been reworked and improved. Basic construction is now more intuitive and smooth. Pillars have been added, so the days of accidentally demolishing a support wall and an entire second floor collapsing are over, which is fantastic. Pillars were much needed. There's a new building material, glass, so we can now make glass walls, and the maximum base level has been increased to 25, and the number of bases allowed has been increased from 3 to 4 at level 25. It is now possible to permanently assign assign a PAL to a specific facility from the monitoring stand. This is fantastic because the monitoring stand was kind of useless before. They've added more types of custom map markers and increased the placement limit to 300. 300 map markers. That's insanity. I don't know why anybody would need that many. Can you imagine a map with 300 markers on it? Wow, that would be nuts. But yeah, that's a thing now, so that's awesome. And they've improved sorting function of the PAL box, making it easier to find the PAL you want. Junkyards have been added around the world. You might find some valuable items in there. A new random event has been added for finding and stealing eggs from monster nests hidden around the islands. They've added new PAL skins and an absolute ton of new unique skills for your PALs, as well as new PALs and new subspecies. They've also added new passive skills and made some new balancing adjustments and added some new soundtracks. So there's some other stuff here. I didn't cover everything. I covered a majority of the stuff, and it was a lot already that I thought was the more standout stuff. I'll link the patch notes down below so you can jump down there and check them out if you want to see everything that was changed and added. But now is the perfect time to jump back into this game, and even more so, start your very own server with the sponsor of today's video, GPORTAL. GPORTAL is an absolutely fantastic server host. They host all of my servers. They're not only super fast and responsive and very easy to set up, they also have award-winning customer service. And if you use my link down in the description, you can get a discount on the first month of your server. It helps me out and it helps you out as well. So if you're looking to jump back into Palworld with your friends, like I said, now is the perfect time with all this new amazing content and new quality of life features, and you want to start a server for you and your friends, jump down there, check out the link, get you your discount on your first month of your server, and check out what all this game has to offer now. That's going to wrap it up for this one. Hopefully you found this video helpful and informational. If you did, please consider hitting the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified when I upload other videos. And if you're looking for some more of my content, you can find a link to another one of my videos on the screen right now. I want to give an absolute massive shout out and thank you to all of my channel supporters. You all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to become an official channel supporter, check out the links in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and share your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.